oxidation means H becomes O, AOH. Two OH groups on same carbon releases water, and what is obtained is RCOR. This way ketone is expected, RCOR. Water. Now ketonic, this carbonyl group, ketonic carbon, does not have oxidizable hydrogen. So it is difficult to perform further oxidation. And even if this ketone is oxidized further drastically, then a mixture of carboxylic acid is expected. Then we are expected to get mixture of carboxylic acid. By making use of a rule, what is called Popov's rule, we can confirm that which ketone is going to oxidize, getting you components of the carboxylic acids. Which components are supposed to be in major proportion on performing further oxidation of ketone can be identified on the basis of Popov's rule. There occurs carbon-carbon bond cleavage. One of the CC bond undergoes cleavage, and that's why product carboxylic acids on performing oxidation of ketone would be the carboxylic acid with less number of carbon atoms. We had discussed this aspect already while dealing with the oxidation of alcohols, primary, secondary and tertiary. Okay, so this way secondary alcohol on oxidation gives you ketone. You can make use of specific examples, but I shall give you the examples for your exercise. Right here. How will you question? How will you get? Number one. Let's write aldehyde as acetaldehyde. Ethanol. Ethanol. Second is propanol. Even you can refer alcohol chapter to go through this question. You will definitely get answer from it. Even it is not necessary. See, when you wish to prepare aldehyde, then you have to choose, you have to select such a primary alcohol having same number of carbon, right? Even wish to getting ketone from secondary alcohol, you have to choose secondary alcohol having same number of carbon, like this. Third is, let's say, butanol. Butanol. Let's say benzaldehyde. Benzaldehyde. And fifth one, take any ketone. Acetone. Acetone is called as propanone. Sixth, butanone. Butanone from suitable alcohols. Like this. How will you get these 6 questions have been set up? 6. If we wish to get benzaldehyde, for instance, benzaldehyde. Benzaldehyde means instead of R, you just introduce here benzene ring, okay? This is benzene ring. So here there is a presence of benzene ring. What primary alcohol you have chosen to get benzaldehyde then? But because aldehyde is to be obtained, you need to initiate with primary alcohol. So this is benzyl alcohol, right? Benzyl alcohol. And this is benzaldehyde. Benzaldehyde plus water. So this way you can go through different reactions so as to get this. So actually this is repetition, right? Will you perform these reactions? I won't give you much more details of it. You have to work on it, think over it, and try to prepare all these aldehydes and ketones by making use of alcohols only, okay? Alcohols. So when Aldehydes and ketones are to be prepared from alcohols. You have to take primary alcohols to get aldehyde and secondary alcohols to get ketone, and better oxidizing agent is PCC or PDC. Of course, here you can use PDC, PCC or even any oxidizing agent. Acid potassium dichromate, acid potassium permanganate or even nitric acid. CrO3 can also be written. यहाँ आप CrO3 भी लिख सकते हो. Okay, so this is first method. Then we just have second method of preparation. Next, have you written it? Second method, by making use of similar principle, you can have this reaction. See, oxidation is the addition of oxygen. Oxidation also is the removal of hydrogen, isn't it? Removal of hydrogen can be considered as dehydrogenation. That reaction also has been discussed, or that reaction also was a part of your alcohol chapter, alcohol unit. Dehydrogenation, by the dehydrogenation of alcohol. Dehydrogenation of alcohol. Alcohols. Using reduced copper. This is the agent. Reduced copper. And it needs temperature about 300 degree temperature is needed. Just go through it. Same. Dehydrogenation of primary alcohol gets you aldehyde, and dehydrogenation of secondary alcohol gets you ketone. Dehydrogenation. Primary alcohol produces aldehyde, and dehydrogenation of secondary alcohol yields ketone. Same pattern, only agent differs. And dehydrogenation means removal of hydrogen. What is dehydrogenation? It is removal of hydrogen. Removal of hydrogen. So let's have similar discussion. Primary alcohol RCH2OH, reduced copper, and temperature is about 573 Kelvin. Hydrogen is lost, and therefore you are expected to get this one RCHO, H2 is lost. So removal of hydrogen. That's why reaction is called dehydrogenation. That's why this is aldehyde from primary alcohol. And if secondary alcohol is taken, dash CHOH, this is secondary alcohol. Secondary alcohol, when is heated with copper at 573 Kelvin again, then resultant product will be RCOR, that is ketone. That is ketone. Hydrogen is lost. In fact, tertiary alcohol, rather than undergoing dehydrogenation, it undergoes dehydration. Tertiary alcohol undergoes dehydration, getting you alkene. So you can consider that reaction in box 2, because you won't expect to get aldehyde or ketone.